Good morning from the honey stand in San Mateo, Florida. Well, it's been a few minutes since we have done a video, and it is right after Christmas, before New Year's. And I'm just going to give you a quick update about what's going on here at the farm. I've got a lot of clips of things that we've done, and I just haven't put it together in a video, so we're going to get started on doing the video today. So today in the honey house, it has been super cold everywhere, not just here. But let me go in here. We've got the heater blowing in here. You can see we pulled our fruit trees in that we're gonna plant. And we've got a big heater blowing just to warm up the air in here. We don't cook the honey, we don't heat the honey. We're just trying to keep the honey house itself. We do not have a heater in here. So we're just trying to keep it about 80 degrees. See the plumbing there that comes out where we bottle from? The honey is so thick in that because it's cold. And it is being a problem trying to bottle today. So what I want to show you, the big thing is we got the house painted. Can you believe it? Took about a year to do that thing. We have restored all of the upstairs windows. We took every one of them out, redid the frame around the window. We reglazed all of the windows. We kept the old wavy glass in it, and they are all done. And we're going to go upstairs in just a minute. I'm going to show you another big progress. We actually have the stairwell done and a bedroom upstairs and almost a second bedroom upstairs done. So let's go on in the house and see what's going on. You can see on the porch, we did the sky blue on the inside of the porch. So this is the stairwell. We are painting the stairs black and they're really dusty, and we're just not done up here. So we're gonna be unfortunately dragging this dust on the steps for a while yet. So we put a new light fixture in. We redid the entire stairwell. We replastered, got everything looking good up here. All of this. Scott handmade the stair rail, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna paint that yet or just put a clear coat on it. I kind of like the color that it is, so I'm thinking maybe a clear coat. All right. So, you ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! We have finally got one room completely done up here. And it looks nice. It looks so nice. We got the flooring in. We got some furniture. This room turned out really nice. I can't tell you how many coats of Kilz we had to put on those bright pink walls. Let me just peek out the windows real quick here. Just so you can see we redid the window themselves. Put new blinds up. And the same over there. Put a little air conditioner up in here, which we sure don't need it right now. So now let's look in this other room. This room, we have got the windows done and the window casings done. We just have to go around and touch up. See how the seam is showing up here? We need to put some putty or, wall coating on that to hide that, kind of mask that in. We've got a little bit of ceiling work to do here, this popcorn ceiling. I guess we'll just reapply the popcorn in that strip and go with it. And then we still have the flooring to do, obviously. But like I said, all the windows and the window casings are done. All the woodwork, the white woodwork is done. So now we just gotta, like I said, touch up the seams. So we've got some, you know, where the seams have bubbled out. We've got to patch that all up and then paint this room, and this room will be ready to carpet and put furniture in. So we are almost, I tell you, these windows are taking so long, but they'll be good for another 125 years. They've been here that long now. So anyway, they're looking good. And see, we're putting the handles on the bottoms down there to help with that. And I have the swivel locks that go here. We just haven't put them in yet. So anyway, this room is getting close. Now this room we haven't started on, and pretty much this was the color of that room that we painted, the green room over there. We're calling it the Pelican room. But we have not started this room yet. Upstairs, we're gonna have a big patch in the ceiling here that we're gonna have to deal with. It's from an old water leak that has not been active since we've owned the house. But you can see where the vines were growing in here. So we have a lot of wood repair and sheetrock repair to do in here. This window is not done. This window is done. So we haven't put the handle on there yet. And we have not painted the casing yet. But the window itself is done. So anyway, that's what this room is. Doesn't this stairwell, doesn't that look just so pretty and nice and sharp and clean? We just had these, this is a temporary wall. We just don't want to have to heat this side of the house yet while it's so cold. So we put this temporary wall up just to keep the heat on the other side. Our stairwell rugs, they will go on each step. So behind me here is another mini split. We've got a mini split on this side where our bedroom is. This mini split will go on the other side of the downstairs. And I think that is the end of the updates for here, except let me show you a new addition to our farm here. I have quite a few surprises today that I'm gonna show you that we have added to the farm, and I just haven't done a video about them. So this, like I said, this is going to be an all over the place video, but it should catch you up pretty good. We have chickens. We have 8 hens and 1 rooster, and that is their chicken coop over there, and then this is their second coop here. They all stay in that one over there. So we plan on expanding the chickens this year, and we're going to incubate some eggs and get some more chickens going and some more egg production, and that will be part of our farm plan to, you know, help sustain the farm, bring in an income in the farm. So anyway, this is a new addition for us. They're kind of fun, and I've enjoyed them. Now we've had one we think raccoon attack. We've lost 3 birds, and 2 of them were just gone. We don't even know where they are, but one of them sadly was able to crawl back up in the chicken house, and she died in there. But right now, with the short days and as cold as it has been, these girls are not interested in producing eggs at the moment, so they are all on strike. But they'll start back. So we kind of have a big announcement to make. I'm gonna have to get in the car to show you this next announcement, and I'm not gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna kind of drag it out for a minute. But anyway, we're gonna look at my poor little greenhouse back here. Hurricane Nicole came through and just shredded the tarnation out of that plastic. So that's our third time in 1 year of losing the plastic for this greenhouse. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put hard panels on and put like 3 strips of the clear panels on up there instead of trying to cover it in plastic. And we'll just have to, the sides roll up, their sides are still going to be plastic. But I really think because we've got these tall trees over it, one branch falls down and it puts a hole in there, and then the wind gets a hold of it, and that's the end of the plastic. So I guess it's time to get in the car. I'm gonna have to get in the car and show you our next big announcement. So let me get with that. So when we bought this property, we noticed that our property lines were a little wonky. Our neighbor down the road had the front like 30 feet of the highway all up alongside of our property. So it's just like one little trail all the way upside our property, and we're like, why did someone portion the land like that? You know, I don't know, it just didn't make sense. And it still doesn't make sense. Anyway, we knew at some point in time that if that land ever came available, that we would be interested in at least buying that little portion, that strip of land that comes right up next to our property. Nobody has lived here since we bought the honey stand, but the house seemed like it was in pretty good shape. And I'm just trying to park here. It's got a circle drive, and Scott is in the part of the drive. They're gonna make a metal run. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna get out of the car so that you can see the full effect.
Oh, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Help us arrive.
Yeah. Yeah. He's talking about me, by the way. So I'm gonna go back here and I'm gonna turn around so you can see the full effect of the house. All right, so this is the house. It was built in 1989 or 1979. I'm not sure which one, I've forgotten. Anyway, it's a split level house. 4 bedroom, 3 bath. It's much more upgraded than our farmhouse. However, if people know me, I am a sucker for the old houses. This one, Scott is just in love with, and will probably eventually move down here just because it already has central heat and air. So it would be a much more comfortable place. We have a lot that we've got to take care of in this house. When the people that we bought it from, the gentleman had a stroke a few years back, and the steps were not going to be anything that he could be comfortable with. And the kids came and moved them to an assisted living center, or a place that is more friendly for them to stay at now. And they pretty much left everything behind. All their clothes, all their furniture, food in the cabinets, food in the closets. And in Florida, if you know anything about Florida, especially out in the country like this, if you do not live and maintain in your house in 30 minutes, these woods will just take over the house and the varmints move in. And boy, have the varmints moved in. We just have had some issues that we weren't expecting. Anyway, there's going to be more videos about this place. I'm not going to go into great detail right now about everything in the house. We'll do a quick tour, but I want to show you one pretty thing down here. So this property is about 9 acres. And our property at the hill is almost 12 acres. So we combined, we now own a 20-acre block. Look at this beautiful pond here. And we can't see where the pond goes because of the bramble that's all around it. We can't get through this. This is way too dense for us to get through right now. So, but all of this pond, and then you can see a clearing. I don't know if you can tell, but right back in there, there's a space between the trees from here to those tall trees in the back. We're assuming that this pond kind of stretches back that way around the corner there. We just can't really tell until we get a boat in there or a canoe or something and figure out much about this pond. We do know there are fish in it. We have caught crappie. I know at one time they had bass and some other kind of fish, he told us, was in here. 3 kinds of fish. And we haven't seen any evidence of those other 2 types of fish, but we know we have crappie. So we'll be looking more into that, and we'll get it stocked back, as time allows. All right, so let's go in the house. We're gonna go back in the house and go up here, but my new joke is, not like we didn't have enough to do up at the honey stand in the farmhouse. But now my new joke is our to-do list will probably wrap around the earth twice, if not 3 times, between these 2 properties. And at our age, I don't know what we're thinking. But we still have a few good years in us, so we'll just keep going until we can't. But we're going to enjoy it. All right, we're going to go in the house now. So I think our plan, we've talked about this right here being such a steep, unlevel path, is I think Scott is going to block out steps and going down and put a rail up, and then we'll get rid of all of this and put concrete there. I'm not in for, I don't like this junk, the junky stuff against the house. I want a clean slate. So, and the same over here. We'll get all this taken out, and I would probably rather just have a little concrete path right there instead of this. So, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so we're going in. This is the formal living room. And this had green carpet in when we bought the house, and when nobody lives in the house and the house is sealed and rodents get in, we just had to get it out of here. It was so smelly. So we did, we got that out. This is, you can see what my husband is picking up today. This is the kitchen. We have totally taken everything out and gone through the cabinets, redone all the cabinets, bleached the snot out of the inside of them, and the same with over here. But you see the rat holes where they've chewed in. So, and obviously we're still having some kind of an issue in here, which that's the first evidence I've seen since we've cleaned out this kitchen in about a week. So anyway, this is some kind of a closet pantry, I think. We'll be taking this apart and reorganizing it a little more functional for us. The piano was left. Any of the other furniture that was in the house, we just got rid of it. The rats had torn everything apart. And there just wasn't anything worth saving. The few things that we have saved out here, that's about it from the whole house. That little pile right there of stuff that we were able to save. So it's got a nice screened-in porch in the back. Like I said, it just needs some TLC and some cleaning up. So we're gonna go down. There's a den down here. This is the utility room. So a funny thing that we discovered right away, we knew we had some water damage going on. There's a closet on the other side there, right when you come in the front door. That doorknob right there is the front door. So we knew they had some water damage in here, and Scott busted open the wall, and what had happened is when they mounted these shelves, probably, I don't know, 20 years ago, they screwed it into the sewer pipe all the way up the wall. That's what their water damage was. And I'm sure they probably thought it was a roof leak or something else, but anyway, Scott had to replace that entire sewer line coming. And when he cut this background to fit, this is over the sheetrock, right? This stuff. So when he nailed it in, he nailed it right into the sewer pipe, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm thinking that when he put this in.
Yeah.
When that happened. The
Floor. And these shelves will be coming down. But this is I don't know, some sort of an office. They had a bunch of supplements back in there. And let's just say that the varmints that were in the house were well fed, and they're very healthy because they got into all of it. So, but most of this stuff is that's just stuff that was left behind. This little bit of stuff. These are our tools and stuff that we've brought, but so we've got another garage up here. Let me turn the light on. Oh, it is on. This is a motion sensor light. There we go. It's very dark in here. This, we think, is the main entrance for the varmints. See how the garage door, it just got wet over time. And we've got a board on the outside of it right now. But then this was full of wood, which, you know, oh, can you say termite heaven? It was just infested. But anyway, so all of this stuff, we were able to clean out the most of it. This is a little half bath here.
Okay, so.
What in the world? Ace bandages?
Yeah,
Nothing but Ace bandages?
Might be some good stuff left in here. I don't know. It's just his first aid kit. Yeah, I don't think they've been disturbed. These would be good to keep. And they got syringes.
These are blades. Jeez.
It's pretty good right here, kind of for one operation. Oh, it's a operation. It's a surgery kit. He was ready for it all, Bubby. I like to keep this. This has probably got some good stuff left.
Yeah.
But anything material, anything that's food or material that those rats could use, that's what I'm trying to eliminate. Like that needs to go somewhere else, but I don't, you know, we'll get it out here in a minute.
Put it in the back of the truck or something. And these are bulletproof vests, you said?
Yeah. That's those ones like the cops wear. This is probably something bad since it's leaking. And it's probably medicine. Yeah. I don't want to really get too deep into it.
Just take a peek at it.
Yeah, betadine. It's iodine. That's good stuff too. I don't know. The problem with this stuff when it's so old, I don't know if it's any good or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good stuff. This was his little survival med stuff.
Yeah.
This stuff right here is thyroid block. That may be something you could look into. Huh? But the expiration date is what the problem is, and that expired in October of '90. Some of this stuff probably, like these things, the gauze pads, that's still sealed. That's probably okay. Use the can before I start killing them. That way I don't have to deal with so many of them. That's my thought.
So by emptying the house out, you said they're starting to panic.
Oh yeah, they're feeling the pressure. What's going on?
So what makes you think that?
Because they got different things they're tearing up now, and they're getting more into the traps. 'Cause I'm taking away their food.
Oh, so they're starting to go for the traps.
Otherwise, if we get it all.
Do you want this light turned off back here?
Huh?
You want this light on or off? You're gonna sweep the floor probably.
I need to figure out, oh crap, we don't have any food.
Yeah, so they're getting more destructive in other areas.
I'm messing up their homes and they disrupt all that areas. What's that?
Trash.
What is this?
Alright. All this can we dump in the bucket and then just dump in the fire, right?
Is that burnable stuff?
Yes.
Was that medicine stuff?
No, this is all like the cardboard and like old.
He just
Whatever
put the
will
rat
burn
in
will
there.
burn,
He
it's
just
fine.
put the mouse in there that was dead, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that too, you can burn that.
Okay.
Grab that sack and burn it.
Okay.
It was a quality cabinet.
You ever seen one like this before?
Oh, it had a swing top on it. Yeah. See, this would swing out and it would have a table flip over.
Well, it's pretty good cabinet. See, it's got a bunch of.
Here, Scott. I'm gonna plug. I got my glove. All right, I'm gonna plug it in here. Hopefully I won't short out the bathroom. All right, it's plugged in. We actually have a posse of cats up at the honey stand, and because we're right next door and the cats hear us, they come down. And so we have been letting them in the house, and we know that they hear stuff because, you know, you can kind of tell how they're zoomed in on something, you know, and they're sniffing around one area or whatever. So we have been letting these cats in the house, and they're good mousers. Anyway, we're gonna get rid of them. By golly, we're gonna get rid of them. It's just gonna take a few minutes. So that is our big announcement, I guess, is another project house. But I think, you know, I do think part of my mission, it seems like here in Florida anyway, is to rehab these houses that people have not been able to take care of. And you know, I understand it. Florida is it's very invasive. The climate here is very invasive, and if you don't have the tractors or the equipment to keep this jungle back, it's hard to maintain. It's hard to maintain. And I understand how places like the Villages, which is a big retirement community in Florida down by Orlando, has grown so much because all you have is a little patio home with a small yard that you're responsible for, but you still get the climate of, you know, Florida and being close to beaches. But anybody living in rural areas, you are working all the time trying to keep this foliage back, and it's hard. So it's rewarding when you get it cleared out, and it's very frustrating when a week later you see it almost all come back. Like, you know, we mow our yard up around the honey house in the springtime. We start mowing the yard 2 to 3 times a week. You know, now home, you know, or in Oklahoma, you know, it's about once a week. You can usually get by with that. But here you're doing it. I mean, it's a constant maintenance. You know, as often as you're doing laundry in your house, you should be out doing yard work here in Florida. That's kind of how it works. But anyway, there's our burn pit, and a lot of stuff over there in the bucket. We've got a plastic bucket, a metal bucket, a glass bucket for anything that can't you know, be burned. But otherwise, all of the clothes, all of the extra boxes of toilet paper that they had stored, all the MREs, all of that we have come across has been burned. And anyway, there's some more goodies about this house that I don't know, maybe in time we'll share. This house had some secrets, and we'll share some of those secrets as time goes on. But it's not anything bad. It's just you know, in a prepper mindset. You know, I guess it's pretty common down here to find these prepper houses. There's more around than people know about. So anyway, I guess until next time. So see all the hangers up there? You just wouldn't believe the amount of clothes that we have burned, and then we found so many more boxes and bags in the attics. They were shredded, you know, the rats have gotten in there. But anyway, yeah, it's a work in progress. But now you know our latest project and why we haven't been putting out all the videos like we were doing for a while. I'm going to start doing more. We just didn't know. We've been so busy down here, and I wasn't sure if we were going to put out on, you know, in the media world that we have this house, you know, or that we were adding this to our property. So it just took a little bit to get it to a point where we could show it well, with being respectful to the previous owners, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But so like I said, we've got it stripped down to a point now where we can get in here and start repairs and get this place back up and running. And I'm sure if Scott has his way, we will probably be moving here into this house, but I'm not sure. We haven't quite made that decision yet. So, and the best way that you can help us is if you could just share our videos on your social media. We'd appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And God bless you all, and take care. Bye.